Before I get started with my lecture tonight, inshallah ta'ala, I first want to say this whole nasheed thing really weirds me out. So I was scared to look back at what was going on. But anyway, alhamdulillah. I'm really glad all of you were able to make it through this traffic. I know that I even had traffic walking over here. I didn't even take a car, but there was a lot of traffic, mashallah. And I pray that inshallah ta'ala our time together here is used wisely. I know we're starting a little bit late, but I don't think I'm going to cut my lecture short, so I'm probably going to need about an hour, hour and a half at the most, I think, to get across the few things that I wanted to talk to you about tonight, inshallah ta'ala. So who knows the topic tonight? Because I don't. Anybody? Oh, the final miracle. Oh yeah, something about Islam. Okay. So what I wanted to first talk to you about tonight is a problem. And the problem is that a lot of Muslims, increasingly in recent times, they get into debates with non-Muslims unnecessarily about the miracle of the Quran. About the fact that the Quran it can only be from Allah, and they want to convey that to a non-Muslim, and this is almost the first thing they talk to with a non-Muslim about. Like, let me tell you about Islam, and the first thing I'm going to tell you is look at how awesome the Quran is, and let me tell you how many miracles it has in it, and I can prove it to you, and all of that. And it becomes like a back and forth debate. And this is a very problematic approach for many reasons, and one of them is, in debates, nobody ever goes into a debate to listen to the other side or to be interested in what the other has to say. When you go into a debate, you go into it to crush your opponent. So even if you are defeated, you are going to be thinking, how do I come back tomorrow and beat him back up? How do I get back up with a response? How do I come up with a counter? You don't listen to something that defeats an argument and say, okay, you know what, I agree, I accept what you have to say. There's a pride that comes inside the human being. It takes over, and it doesn't let you accept in a debate forum. Whether it's the truth or falsehood doesn't even matter. And the idea of starting the message of Islam with somebody, introducing them to the message of Islam with a conversation which will naturally turn into a debate is a problem. That's not a good approach to take with anybody. And certainly this is not the approach of the Quran. Now, a few places in the Quran, Allah Azza wa Jal issued a challenge, and I think all of you here are familiar with the challenge. You know, وَإِن كُنْتُمْ فِي رَيْبٍ مِّمَّا نَزَّلْنَا عَلَىٰ عَبْدِنَا فَأْتُوا بِسُورَةٍ مِّن مِّثْلِهِ. If you're in any doubt about what we've sent down, bring a surah like it. But you know that ayah came down in Medina. The ayah came down in Medina, and actually at the best in late Meccan revelation. In other words, the Quran did not come down in the beginning, and the Prophet ﷺ went around to people and said, look, if you don't think this is the truth, bring a surah. Bring a surah. It didn't work like that. Da'wah is not you go, you set up a table, and non-Muslims walk by, hey, come here. Bring me a surah. What's a surah?